So even though it's counting down, they can hear us. So, hey, everybody, thank you for joining us. This is Obi Woodchuck. I'm here with Abby and our special guest today, Jay Benitez. He is the TPUSA president at the LMC campus in Pittsburg, California. So we would like to thank you for joining us, Jay. How you doing tonight?
Good. How about yourself? How are you, Jeremy? How are you, Abby? Thank you here for having me. Thank you guys for having me.
Oh, no. The pleasure is all ours.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah, This is wonderful. So I have kind of a generic script or some talking points to go through. But, I want this to kind of be mostly, casual. Just have a good time. So I guess my first question is, so you're 19, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yes. How did you get involved with TPUSA?
So it's actually like an interesting story. I'll try to keep it as short as possible. So basically, one day I was in my bed at night and I saw Turning Point posted an ad saying, "Oh, start a chapter at your campus." And so what I did was I clicked on the link, I signed up, and I was like, "Oh, they're probably not going to respond back to me, whatever." And so I clicked on it, I signed up and stuff, and then within the next couple of days, I get a message from my amazing field rep, Annette Lees. She's a really good field rep, and she approached me. She was like, "Do you want to be the president at your school?" And so I was like, "Wow!" I wasn't expecting this. And then so I got to working. I got the chapter chartered in a few days, and I found all of the members my very first semester at that college, and it just went from there.
Okay, that's awesome. So what's the reception been like there? How has you guys been received?
Mixed, really mixed reviews. Mostly negative, I would say. From the start up until now, it's been a little better. We've had a lot of pushback from the administration, and I would say there's this one lady, I'm not going to say names, but she's been really, really tough to work with and tough on us. She even asked my secretary, she literally said that, she said, I don't get why Turning Point is here. I don't get why you guys are here. I don't get why you guys are even at this college or at this campus. Turning Point does not care about you, about your guys' future, about your guys' grades. So if you want to leave and feel uncomfortable, make sure to leave as soon as you can. She said that, and I quote.
Wow. Is this like this member of the staff?
Yep, a staff member.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay. Well, too bad you don't want to dox her. I'm just kidding. You
have to be better than them.
Yeah. Well, I was looking at your social media, and you guys had a big vigil.
Yeah. Really big vigil. We had about, I would say, in my opinion, in our opinions, we had about 600 people at that vigil, maybe a little bit more. Telemundo reported we had about 1,000 people. I don't think it was that much people. I'm not going to lie. It was about 600, 500 people. Of course, like always, some of the fake news media was there, and they reported about 200 people there, which was obviously crap because we saw how many people were there and how many people saw the amount. And it was probably I would say one of the biggest, if not the biggest visual in the Bay Area for Charlie Kirk, I would say. Besides the San Francisco one, not including that one because that one was pretty big too. For a campus though, ours was top notch, and it was planned in a few days. So
nice. Okay. So after Charlie Kirk's assassination, TPUSA registration freaking took off. What's your experience with that? It did recruitment take off after that?
Yes, sir. So there was about 150, maybe 200 members max. No, I would say 150 about there. That was as of literally the first week of the semester that me and my members counted. And now we have about, I would say, almost 300 members so far at that college. And for being a majority liberal campus, that's pretty good, I would say.
Yeah, majority liberal state. I mean, well, actually, I don't personally think California is majority liberal. I think that
me neither.
We've been taken over.
By the swamp.
Yeah. I think if we do the new census in 2025 and we exclude people that aren't legally allowed to be here or vote, then in my opinion, conservatives would take 60 to 70% of the vote.
Agreed.
When people say that your vote doesn't count, they usually mean in this. Sorry.
No,
When people say there's a lot of delay. When people say that your vote doesn't count, they usually mean it in the sense that voting is futile because of what the majority is. But in the case of my mom and my stepdad, their votes literally did not get counted. They sent their ballots in and they received them, but they never got counted, literally.
Yeah, the fraud here in this state is crazy. I mean, it's written into the law in California. You're not allowed to check ID. I mean, how does that even make any sense?
Gavin Newsom.
Yeah.
Right.
It doesn't. Yeah. It doesn't make sense. So, being a member of Gen Z, as you are, no offense, but
I wish I had it another way, but it's fine. That's how God willed it, and I'll take it.
Yeah. So, I mean, like my nephew Jacob, who lives in Pittsburgh, he surprised me. He surprised me that he was a conservative, and he was really. Anyway, the Charlie Kirk's dying really affected him, and it actually kind of bridged a gap between us. I didn't know where he stood politically, and now we kind of more on an even playing field, and so I'm hoping that he's watching. Oh, nobody's watching, but I'm hoping some people start watching.
Yeah,
but that's all right. I mean, like I said, I'm new at this, and I don't have much of a following yet, but we're getting there. And so, what's the next step? How do you plan on building on this momentum that you guys have?
Yeah, so that's a good question. So basically, I'm gonna go from the gift and get. Basically, when he died, a lot of people were asking us, including the staff, like, "Oh, is this the end of Turning Point? What's gonna happen to Turning Point? Are you guys gonna stop? Are you guys gonna take a break? Are you guys halting operations?" I responded to them literally, and I said, "Would Charlie have wanted that from us? Would Charlie want us to stop fighting for him?" And I said, "No, he wouldn't have." So me, as the president of USA at LMC, I will make sure we do no operations are stopping. We're not halting. We're gonna keep going regardless of what happens. I know Turning Point headquarters stopped for a few days just to kind of see what they can do and what happens after this and how they prepare from this and go on about it from now on to then. But we didn't stop. We had a club's carnival the next day. We had Constitution Day, and we recorded it actually as well for our safety. And we also hosted the vigil, like you also mentioned earlier, where that got a lot of good traction. We hosted a few meetings since then as well. It's been going really well. We've been averaging about 20 to 15 people per meeting at a small community college. So it's really big as well. And yeah.
I want to put up this letter that you put on your X page. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Let me see.
We had a viewer and they left as soon as they got here.
Oh, that didn't do what it was going to do. All right, so tell us how you came up with this letter. This is beautifully written.
Thank you. Well, I remember after seeing the video of Charlie getting shot and seeing all of the news, I actually found out from one of our co-advisors, Diana Weiss. She's the head of the sex trafficking division at the DA's office here. She she told me, and I remember just instantly like falling into a phase of shock. And I remember like talking to my group, and I was like I'm gonna put out a statement. I don't want to say he's dead yet or not, because that's when, as you know, we weren't confirmed if he was dead or not yet for a few hours, because he still had a pulse. And so I remember saying, like, I was like, God, I prayed, I was like, Jesus Christ, like, please, like, help me find the correct words to say when I'm writing this speech or this letter. Like, guide me, give me your light. Like, what would Charlie want me to say in this letter? And I remember I was just writing it with what came up in my head, because it was literally within a few minutes after getting shot. And I was typing as I was going, as I was watching the news. I was literally watching the news on my TV right next to me, and I was just like, dude, I mean, what do you even say in the situation? You know, it's like you don't want to be too bold, but you also don't want to be too soft as well. So I just made this up as I went, and I just followed what God wanted me to do and followed my heart.
Well, beautifully written. I had to take a couple extra minutes to read it a couple of times when I first saw it. But it's gorgeous. And so, hey, I'm loving this program. I tell you, this is so much fun.
Welcome in.
I think I like that better. So you were the VP of the president. Where did it say? I just saw that. You're the VP of the Republican. You tell me.
Yeah, currently. So I serve it a lot right now. So I'm currently so right now I'm the president of Turning Point USA here at LMC, and I'm also the Activism Hub president at Pittsburgh. I'm also the vice president of the East Bay Young Republicans. The president is Gabriel. He's a really good fella. I'm also, as we met at the Catherine Piccinini event, I'm also helping her with her campaign as well. And I'm also helping Joe Roubaix, who's running for State Assembly District 16. And I'm also an alternate delegate at the Republicans Party, or I'm about to be. So, yeah, here
at 19.
Yeah, I'm crazy.
Yeah.
And I got involved just a few months ago.
How do you manage so much? Sorry.
It's okay. It's a lot of stress, but I mean, you know, it's part of becoming I guess you could say a politician, or becoming known in this community. And so that's what actually when I'm studying at my school, I'm studying to become a lawyer and go into law and hopefully work for the government. That's my goal. Yeah. It's a lot of praying.
So this is good practice for you?
What happened?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so this is a lot of practice for you?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. There's just so much that goes into it, but I mean, I'm literally wordless. Like I can't even explain. Like it's just, but I love it. You know, it's what I wanted always to do before when I didn't have anything to do or any connections to anybody. I was just sitting at home, just bored, just going to the gym, like, just wasting away. I'm just like when am I going to get my opportunity to become, you know, something, or like get involved, or get connected? And this came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I started building connections. Yeah. So, yeah.
That's great. And so also you have your own. You also have your own podcast. Tell us about your podcast. I think we're streaming to it right now, but might as well get the name out there.
No, yeah. So I actually have it. So right now I'm still in the planning phases. I'm still recording season 1. I'm getting a few guests. I'm not going to say who I'm getting, but it's a few pretty big people that I'm getting on there. So basically it's just about, my podcast is literally just like this, you know, just interviewing like-minded folks and people from the other side too, because I want to be an honest podcaster. I want to be a moderate podcaster who isn't, I don't want to be kind of biased. I want to be known for interviewing both sides, different types of people, coming from different backgrounds and stuff. That's kind of what Charlie did as well. You know, when he hopped on the podcast with Gavin Newsom, he interviewed Steve Bannon, Donald Trump, Candace Owens. There's so many people from different sides of the Republican Party. and different sides of the spectrum. It's a funny word to use, but yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I'm aiming for right now. My dream and goal is to become as big as Charlie one day. And I told myself, I was like, I got to pick up the torch and try to do the best I can. And hopefully I, become like him one day. And I want to be remembered for my faith like he was.
Yeah, you're on the path. You're definitely on the path.
I think you're well on that track.
Thank you.
So yeah, that's really cool. So I'm kind of in the same boat. I was on a roof doing a solar reinstall when I got the notification on my phone, and I opened it up and saw that terrible video.
The up close one?
Yeah, the up close one. Yeah, I ended up packing up and going home early that day. I couldn't even focus. I'm sure you could probably relate to that.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But the next day, I went back to that job and managed to meet the homeowner that day, and he had never even heard of Charlie Kirk. And this was in Oakland. So I kind of gave him a little bit of a heads up, and but I don't think he liked the fact that he was a conservative. But I mean, win some, you lose some. But
what are you gonna do?
Right.
Yeah, yeah, it's a crazy day. I mean, a crazy time to be alive. We're living through history right now.
Agree.
And I've never seen
aren't we always?
Well, yeah, but we're seeing a spiritual revival like we've never seen in this country right now. And it's and the fact that these TPUSA chapters are springing up like crazy is more evidence to that.
Yeah.
So a little background. I
think it's about time.
Jay. Yes, for background. Gotcha. No, so I met Jay yesterday at an event, probably the fanciest event I'd ever been to. I should have prepared some pictures so I could show how fancy the settings were at this place. I mean, it was, I don't know, very upscale for me. But yeah, me and Jay were like two of the four guys out of, well, four guys, but like just surrounded by a bunch of ladies, and it was fun. So we're there to support Catherine Piccinini for Congress, and I should have had a banner for that, but I didn't think about that until just now. Nope. So I would ask you, since you probably know a whole lot more about her, Jay, what can you tell us about Catherine's campaign?
Yeah, so one of Catherine's big messages is, you probably heard her yesterday, she's running for truth, freedom, and you. That's a really strong and straightforward message. But basically, she's running to bring out the truth in these liberal politicians and right Republicans too. She's going in and cleaning house and being an honest woman. She's really running to represent us and our voices, That's one of the things she wants to be, and be transparent. Her yes is her yes, and her no is her no. She's not going to change. She's not going to be manipulated by these bureaucrats and these elites in Washington, D.C., like Martha Solnay. She's running for God, family, life, and country. She's a really, really centered Christian. She's really devoted. She includes God in everything she does. She gave a really wonderful speech at the vigil, at both vigils I've been to. Her policies is to basically lower gas prices, bring more money back into District 10 families' pockets. She's running to lower gas prices, lower taxes, and she's also running on the platform of she's transparent. She's going to be as transparent as possible, and like I said before too, she's a really wonderful woman. I met her at an event for the Republican Party. I immediately fell in love with her campaign, and I wanted to help her as soon as possible and help her win.
Yeah, that's kind of how I met her. Well, kind of. I met her through Lisa on the Lisa Disbro on the bridge rallies. And the night I met her, she invited my wife to dinner at Texas Roadhouse with Catherine Piccinini. So I got to sit down with a whole large group of ladies and just me. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun. She's definitely got a good head on her shoulders, and she seems really honest, and that's a rare thing in California politics.
Of course it is.
Especially compared to Mark Monet.
Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about Mark. I haven't really been I don't pay a lot of attention to local politics until recently. So, you know, I was hearing some stuff yesterday about how he, you know, kind of mimics her and copies her strategies, but like I said, I don't know a whole lot about local politics yet.
Yeah,
but knowing people like you, that's going to help me learn a lot.
He voted present when it came to remembering Charlie Kirk. Like, come on, like, dude. Like,
yeah, that's a big slap in the face.
Yeah, but I would come to say that Charlie Kirk was bigger than MOK and Malcolm X combined. Have you seen his vigil in Arizona? The records he broke?
Yeah.
How much of an impact he had around the world, in the United Kingdom, in South Korea, in Japan, in Mexico, here? Like, it's just crazy.
Oh, Abby's Firefox crashed. She lives in Tennessee. Oh, there we go. She lives in Tennessee in a pretty rural area, but beautiful area. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, wow. Oh, okay. She's got it figured out. That's why she's my editor and my manager.
There's two of me.
Well,
oh, never mind.
Yeah,
never mind.
All right. Well, is there anything else that you wanted to talk? Oh, I did have a question about your little sister. I met her yesterday briefly, and she started a TPUSA chapter at her high school.
Yeah, she's in the process of starting it right now. She's just getting it chartered and getting it approved by the school. But yeah, she found a nice few people that are actually conservatives and liberal Pittsburg High School, and she's on her way to starting her own chapter, just like her big brother, and being the president.
That's so cool. How old is she?
Yeah. Oh, my sister is barely 16. She's turning 17 next year.
She looked really young. Yeah, that's got to be exciting. I wonder how the school is going to react. You know, if they're going to give any pushback.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. That the school is really liberal. It's full of two of her professors are teachers. They call them over there. Two of her professors and teachers actually said, literally, and I quote, "Charlie deserved it."
Oh,
Spicy take.
What do you say to that? I mean, you gotta fight the urge to just crack them in the mouth. So today, do you go to the Oak Park Christian Center Church also?
Oh, so I'm Catholic. I go to the Shepherd Church here in Pittsburg, California. Yeah.
Okay, I thought I saw someone look just like you over there. So, yeah, I was gonna say, oh, what did you think about today's message? But actually, I think I found my new home church. So, I mean, the pastor was talking about abortion at church from the pulpit. So, yeah, I looked up at my daughter. I said, "This is my new church," and she's like, "Oh my God."
Abortion is murder.
Not this daughter. Not this daughter.
Yeah, not me.
Yeah. So, Yeah, it's exciting finding a new church and starting this new Christian walk. And it's really exciting to meet people like you and Catherine Piccinini. And I look forward, if possible, to do this again in the future, especially once I get a little bit more seasoned and better at it.
Oh, yeah, of course. This is really good. I mean, I enjoy having these conversations, regardless of following. Like even if I make it and I'm as famous as Charlie, I'm still gonna hop on small podcasts and do things like that, because that's what Charlie preached so much. Open dialogue. That's literally the core message of Turning Point: free speech, free markets, limited government, and fiscal responsibility. So that's what we preach at our school. That's the message we deliver. Try to find like-minded individuals, or if not, individuals that don't agree with us or are still kind of in the center and iffy about it. Bring them in, have a discussion with them, try to change their mind or try to change our mind, and have an open dialogue discussion and be respectful.
How many members do you guys have in your chapter? Oh, sorry, sweetie.
It's becoming a lot more common nowadays than a lot of people would think. A lot more popular. People still think that that just about everyone they interact with is more liberal, when that's probably not the case.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking at your live on X that you posted on the 22nd. Trump's first sit-down interview with Fox News since becoming president. I'm looking at your TPUSA page. Oh, I'm getting a reminder about my Bible study live stream starts at 8 p.m. if anybody wants to join that. So just throwing that out there. But is there anything else that you would like to talk about?
I mean, I will say, I'm surprised you didn't ask me about my experience meeting Charlie and stuff and being able to interact with
I didn't know
him.
you met Charlie.
I met him a few times. Yeah, he was a good fella. Yeah.
Well, you should have led with that.
Yeah, no, so I met him a total of 3 times. One time, the first time I met him was at an event. No, it was at an event. It was at Turning Point USA's America Fest that happens in Phoenix, Arizona, every December. I remember I got to shake his hand, and I just told Charlie, I was like, because of you, I'm not afraid to speak anymore as a Hispanic or Latino male, coming from a liberal family. That's now we're pretty much all conservative. Because of him, he completely switched especially me. I'm the one who started all of this. I'm the conservative of our family, and it's just crazy, And I remember saying that, like, I'm gonna pray for your safety, and he just said thank you, man. And I remember shaking his hand, and I remember asking him, I was like, so, what advice do you have for me? How can I be you? I basically asked. He was like, you shouldn't try to be anyone but yourself. Remember, he was like, just lead with courage, and you being here just proves that you want to be something. He said those words.
Wow. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I'll be going to the TPUSA event in December from the 19th to the 21st. I believe, if it's still on, I'm pretty sure it is, but I should be going with the artist Diesel, the guy who wrote that How Dare They song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be there as well. So hopefully we can, have dinner out there too.
That'd be great. Oh, yeah, that would be awesome. And you can meet Diesel.
Do our viewers have any questions?
Pardon?
Weapon?
Do our viewers have any questions in the comments?
Do I?
Oh, she's asking our chat, our viewers. Yeah. Anybody who's watching, does anybody have a question for our guest here? So if you do, please throw it in there.
3 of you.
Yeah, let's.
I also wanted to add too. When I also met him so I also went to go volunteer and help him. Like I was just with him like 2 months ago. That's the crazy part. I was with him like at the end of May. It was at San Francisco State University at his college tour, his Prove Me Wrong, where he also got assassinated. I was with him, and I remember he gave us his card to go get burgers and stuff. That was like really like all of the volunteers and members. He really gave his card to my field rep, and he was like, like go get burgers for them and make sure they're well fed. And we went to Shake Shack afterwards.
That's a lot of trust.
Yeah.
Went to Shake Shack. That's a good choice.
Yeah.
A nice, conservative, patriotic choice.
Yeah. So we went to Shake Shack, and it was pretty fun. And like all of his security, not his security, but like his people with him were like, "Oh, he has places to be. Don't hold him up." And he was just like, "Yeah," and like,
nah.
And he was like, "No, like go get him burgers, dude." Like he was like, he didn't care. Like he's such a nice, solid guy. Like it just aches my heart, and it still does that. Someone did this to him and his family, especially his kids.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was horrifying. It really messed me up for a minute.
There's no erasing that from one's memory.
What was that, Levy?
I said there's no erasing that from one's memory.
Yeah.
No, of course not. It was a travesty. I'm trying to pull up this song to play in the background. That one I was talking about. I'm trying to promote this guy because I think he's going to be bigger than Morgan Wallen. I don't want it too loud. Just kind of playing in the background.
A young Christian man took a bullet for
But yeah, so we can just listen to this for a minute if you want.
Charlie.
Yeah.
That's good.
Voice for the kids. Lord, why'd it go down like that? Stage lights cold as a winter rain. One breath, one prayer, then the world went strange.
This song made me cry like every time I listen to it.
On a mic and a life attacked. He talked about hope in a storming land. Bible in the heart and a promise in his hands. But a shadow reached from a coward's perch, cut down a son in the middle of church. And I swear if the tables turned the other way, y'all know there'd be fires in the streets today. But here we stand with candles and a folded flag, begging God for mercy on the road we drag. How dare they steal the breath from a faithful man? How dare they stain the grass where his boots once stand? They call us evil, point at our cross, then pull that trigger and reckon no cost. If it were theirs, there'd be sirens and flames, but we're praying for truth while we whisper his name. Charlie, we ain't letting go of your hand. Erica holding on to picture frame, two little hearts asking who's to blame. America's weeping like a mourning dove when a voice falls silent that was speaking love. He stirred up halls with a lion's roar, told young souls they were made for more. Now we kneel in the quiet where the echoes ring and promise to carry what he came to bring. If the shoe was flipped, you'd hear a different cry, but we'll choose the truth and we won't reply. We're fire for fire, stone for stone. We'll stand for justice and we won't back down. How dare they steal the breath from a faithful man? How dare they stain the grass where his boots once stand?
of evil.
Point at our cause. Then pull that trigger and wreck no cause. If it were theirs, there'd be sirens and flames. But we're praying for truth while we whisper his name. Charlie, we ain't letting go of your hand.
Such a great song.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I recommend everybody, please, if you can find Diesel 1970 on YouTube and give him a subscription and a share. He's become a friend of mine, and I'm really excited to support him. And he's been driving a big rig, a semi truck, for 30 some odd years now, and this song may be his ticket out of the truck. I never heard of him before. He released this song, and now I'm like one of his biggest fans. So he's got a whole playlist of awesome music that is all this good or better. So please check him out and give him a like and a subscribe. And me too. And Abby and Jay, give us all likes and subscribes. Let me hit that, that thing. Bam. Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
I promise we will get better at this as time goes on.
You're doing fine. Good job.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, so
The song gives me Luke Combs vibes. Like, I really like it.
yeah, one of the best songs I've ever heard. And it's definitely the best Charlie tribute song that's out there right now, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, as much as I love Tom McDonald, this one blew Tom McDonald's tribute song out of the water.
Tom McDonald is good too. I would don't sleep on him too. But I mean, this is really good. I really love it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play this.
And you know what? Well, if you promise to keep it a secret, I'll share a music file that Diesel shared to me, a song that he's working on. So, but I don't want anybody to, like, leak it or anything. That would just
No, definitely
suck.
That.
But I imagine you're trustworthy. I played it yesterday at the event, but you weren't there. Oh, what happened yesterday? Why'd you have to leave early?
This is my cousin's birthday party. I didn't even realize it. My mom was outside waiting for me. She was like, "We have to go," and I was like, "Where are we going? I have to go back in." And she was like, "No, like, it's your cousin's birthday." And I was like, "Really?" And I was like, "You didn't tell me this." And she was like, "I didn't know neither. Your dad just texted me and sent the invitation." And I was like, "Okay, sorry, Catherine."
That's funny. All right. Well,
yeah.
Unfortunately, we're going to have to wrap it up. I have another live stream to get ready for at 8 p.m. My my daily Bible reading with Abby. So, everybody, please join us. Like, subscribe, and share, and all that great stuff. And I say again, sweetie.
I say click all the things.
Oh yeah, I'll click it. Bam. Yeah, it's so much fun.
I was talking to some viewers.
Oh yeah, you guys too. All right. Well, Jay, it has been an honor, and I'm sure we'll talk some more. And if you ever need anything, like, you want to put something on the air with me, just call me. You got my number. I'm available to you at all hours of the day.
Likewise, as well to you, Jeremy and Abby. Thank you for having me on. This was amazing. I really appreciate this. For you reaching out to me. I'm glad we met yesterday. It was the sign from God, of course, from our Lord and Savior. And yeah, I really appreciate it. I want to end off with this Bible verse I have that I really love. Don't be conformed to this world, but be transferred by the renewing of your mind, so that you may prove that is good, well-pleasing, and perfect of God. And that's Romans 12:2.
Very nice. Very nice.
Amen.
And all God's people said, amen.
Amen.
All right, brother. Well, thanks again. And thank you guys for joining us. And we'll do this again.
Thank you.
My
Bye.
pleasure. All right. Good night.
Bye.